Michael Wells. I'm a prior enlisted soldier. My rank when I was enlisted was Specialist E4, and I'm currently a Cadet E5, looking in commission in spring of 2025.
My name's Andre Scheller. I was a sergeant in the Marine Corps. Now I am a junior at Temple University studying business management, and I'll graduate in December of 2024. I'm also the president of Temple's Veterans Association.
Hi, my name is Robert Owens. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I got out back in 2016 as a corporal. I'm a senior at Temple University. I'll be done this May.
I'm Sergeant Trevor Mikulin. I joined the Army back in 2017, right out of high school. I was a paralegal specialist, which is a 27 Delta. Paralegals essentially assist the attorneys in the military.
I'm Nathaniel Cruz. I'm a sergeant in the United States Marine Corps. I currently serve in the Marine Corps Reserves over in Bristol, PA. I'm currently a Bachelor's of Science in Accounting junior at Temple University, so this is my third year.
Hello, my name is Andrew Cummings, and I was a E4 in the United States Coast Guard. I was a damage controlman, third class. I'm now a sophomore at Temple, a mechanical engineering major.
My name is Ryan Van Seidman. I'm a corporal in the United States Marine Corps Reserve. I'm a junior at Temple University studying information sciences and technology.
My name is Levon Bell. I am an E4 specialist inside the National Guard.
I am an immigrant, and when I came to the U.S., I really wanted to give back. So when I finished high school, I decided to join to serve the community, serve the United States of America, and give back in the best way that you can. Another reason is discipline. I feel like the Marine Corps really molded me as a person. And the benefits, going to school for free, actually getting paid to go to school is a huge benefit that me and my family needed, and I couldn't have been here without it.
What inspired me to join the military was the financial burden of school. I knew the military would help me pursue my career dreams.
Was that I wanted to challenge myself and really see what my capabilities and my potential is. I also wanted to see what sort of limitations that I can reach, or if I can ever reach my limitations. So I joined back in 2019, and I'm still currently serving.
I guess what made me want to join the Marine Corps, I guess military in general, was I always had that sense of adventure. Like I never really had any desire to join college, and then so pretty much when I was a kid, I wanted to be a pilot in the Air Force. So that was cool. And then I think probably in high school, probably around the time all the Modern Warfares were releasing and all that, the original ones, I started becoming motivated by that. So then I decided to join the infantry in the Marine Corps, and later on become a mortarman, and then served from 2012 to 2016.
What inspired me to join the military was more so the opportunities and the lessons I could learn from serving, and what I got from it was nowhere near what I expected. It exceeded all my expectations.
My inspiration for joining the military came solely from I didn't have much of a plan. I felt like a very lost 18-year-old that was about to graduate high school, and I was nervous. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how I was going to go through life. I didn't know what school I was going to go to. I didn't know what job I was going to have. And I turned to the military and said, maybe I'll give it a try. Once I did, I told myself, this isn't that bad. I'm getting a lot of good experience.
I had a career fair in high school, and there was the Marine recruiters. This is in New York, and they looked good in their dress blues, and I just had to see what they were about. And I sat down for an interview with them, and I was pretty open-minded to the military. My dad is Army infantry. He served in OIF and OEF.
I always wanted to join the military. One of the things that motivated me was the fact that I was getting older, and I just really wanted to get away and get a new experience. So, because I joined at 6. So since I always wanted to do it, I was finally able, to just get the motivation to go out and just take the experience. So.
Best memory that I have of my enlisted side was manning the strikers, and I was the commander's driver. So I mean, it was a pretty fun experience. I'm kind of like away from all the other soldiers. It made me feel like I was like a little important. So.
This thing I could say about a lasting memory is like just the friends that you make and like the connections you have, because when you have a bond in the military, it's like bigger friendship than I could ever imagine.
A couple of my favorite memories would probably consist of, well, one of them would be the German Armed Forces Proficiency Badge, or the GAFP. It was a badge you earn by doing a couple of certain events, and it was just very unique. There was a swimming event, there was a physical fitness event, and there was a pistol shooting qualification event. And I remember it being very fun, very enjoyable. I ended up getting a silver medal, which I'm proud of still to this day.
One of my favorite memories in the military was my deployment. I deployed on a MEU, which is a Maritime Expeditionary Unit, from California to Europe and back. Along that route, we took many stops, some in Asia, Africa, Europe, back in Africa, Hawaii, and back to California. In that time, me and my friends had a huge experience with the Italian military as well as the Malaysian military. We trained together for weeks and about a month with the Italian military. Just got to know a lot of different people, a lot of different cultures, and I think that's what being a Marine is all about.
My first deployment was in 2021, and I was deployed to an island country in the Middle East, and I was, I believe, 19 at the time. So I got exposed to a lot of, I was the youngest one in my deployment. The average age out there was about 25 in my unit. In the reserve side, those guys all have their careers, families. They've been through a lot of stuff, school. So I got to learn and like shadow a lot of them.
My favorite memory would have to be basic. The entire experience of basic, because what it did was it really gave me discipline. And it gave me a lot of qualities that I probably wouldn't have gotten if I never joined the military.
What I like to share about my journey as a student veteran or student in the military at Temple University, especially for anyone else who's also serving or have served, is that there's going to be times in life where it's going to be very challenging for you to either, have that translation of all your capabilities and your work experience from the military over onto the civilian life, and a lot of people may not really understand you, but you just got to keep your head up throughout all those things and really just know that it's always going to be better for you, especially when it comes to today on Veterans Day, that you did what you needed to do in order to make your country proud.
In school, you just gotta make it work, but joining the Army, it teaches you a lot about yourself and as well as responsibility. So it helps keep you active. You're constantly doing schoolwork. So I mean, there's really never a dull moment.
Of course, I want to thank Christy, Babesh, and now Michael to be the people, and Miss Deborah, the previous, Michael's position as far as like, sort of like holding it down as far as like processing student veterans through, and I guess any sort of like newer student veterans or people who are serving, say like reserves or whatever, and they're in college and they feel out of place, like just don't feel out of place. Especially like I know like I started college when I was like 24, 25. So definitely well after someone might have been able to graduate with their bachelor's, and I felt completely out of place. I felt disconnected, but like you're in the right place.
The Temple Veterans Association, or the TVA, I don't know where I'd be without them. I definitely really appreciate coming here to wind down. This is the place I come to work on my assignments, a place that I come to relax in between very hectic classes, and it's a place that I can kind of mingle with other vets in the Temple campus in such a way that I don't really feel alone, because there's definitely that element of being a fish out of water, being a veteran in a campus where there are a lot of people that know nothing about the military, or if they do know something, it's very little. So it's definitely reassuring to see people at the TVA with the same type of experience that you've had.
I would say that like once you finish serving in the military, like that perspective that you get from serving and then being a student, like you have a higher respect for the education system and everything that you're doing.
It's definitely a time to reflect and just think about all the people currently serving that have served, have given their life, that will continue to serve in the future, because they play a significant role in keeping the military institution going. And essentially, the military is a war fighting, it's for defense. But there's so much more that happens besides, those two things, that like the connections that you build, the people you meet, the things you learn about yourself. And I'm just really happy it just makes me think about all the people in the future that will get to experience all those good opportunities, all those good things that come with it, even the bad that happens that molds you and builds character.
Well, I have a memory of Veterans Day. When I was younger, I always remember us having time off. So I usually look at Veterans Day as growing up as a time to just kind of have fun, barbecue, and just enjoy the day off. Now that I'm older and I joined the military, Veterans Day is probably a little bit more meaningful. So I now see the importance of supporting the troops and the people that serve throughout the country.